Hi, welcome to Diets Are Fattening Q&A Mondays, where I go over questions from either YouTube or Facebook, our private group, or our regular group. And today my questions are all from our private Facebook group. Please join if you want. It's a great group and it's helpful with your building your healthy thin mentality. And so here are the questions. The first one is there such a thing as head hunger versus mouth hunger? I feel like I have a head hunger all day, but mouth hunger never comes, so I'm confused. Okay, so, and then she writes, I'm just overwhelmed. For years I've ignored my feelings about food, blah, blah, blah. Yes, of course. So that's a great question, and for sure I had to figure that out, and you can too. And this is the thing. We're so used to ignoring our hunger that, again, we're not familiar with what real hunger feels like. And for me, I was surprised to learn that sometimes when I just wanted food and I didn't know if I was hungry or not, but I just had this urge to eat, that actually was hunger. And I would think it would be head hunger, but when I would actually eat something, I actually felt better and the food tasted really good in my mouth, which leads me to the big point, and that is this. When you put food in your mouth and you're not sure whether or not you're hungry, if the food just makes you, like, your mouth waters and it's so good, you're hungry. Food is better when you're hungry. So, take note of how did it feel when you ate that? Was it great? Then you were hungry. And then next time you have that feeling of, maybe for you it's like you think it's head hunger because I just want to eat something. But again, hunger comes in all kinds of messages from your body. It's not just the stomach growling or whatever. It's other things too. And I don't care what anybody else says. I'm telling you this from my experience and from many, many other people we've helped along the years, that this is true. Sometimes just feeling like you want something to eat is actually a reasonable expression of hunger, right? So think about how, again, reasonable that is. Like, think when you're tired. There's lots of different symptoms of being tired, right? And you don't just say, well, my head isn't falling in my lap, so I must not be tired. No, sometimes you just feel grumpy and you're just tired, So open up your mind to the possibility that learning about hunger is going to surprise you. Now, a caveat to this is if you put food in your mouth and you eat and it doesn't really taste that great and you don't feel better, then you probably weren't hungry, and food is not the answer that your body is looking for. It may be something completely different. It may be sleep. It may be exercise. It may be working on a project that you're interested in. It could be so many things. But again, it's so nice that we have these, when you actually do eat something, that there actually are biological cues available to you right then and there to let you know if that was indeed what you needed. Because again, it tastes amazing. When you're hungry, food is amazing. Okay, so always want amazing, and that is a healthy thin mentality thought. That's where slimming occurs, when you just say to yourself, you know what, I'm not really hungry now, but I could eat because it's there. Not the feeling I was talking about earlier when you just really want to eat something. No, but it's there, and I could eat it. Okay, yes, of course you can. Like I said last week and the week before and the week before that, and I will continue to say, just wait for hunger. It's gonna hit you soon. It always does, many times a day. And again, that's a really lucky thing. So don't beat yourself up if you don't know the difference between hunger and non-hunger. Of course you don't, but you'll get it. It's really not that hard to figure it out. It just takes a little bit in the beginning of perseverance in listening and understanding. And again, I have the workbook to help you through this if you would like to do that. It's just built for exactly these kind of situations. Okay, next question. I work from home and have been struggling with eating out of boredom or procrastination, not hunger. Not sure how to stop this bad habit. Oh, the last part is the best. It's just a bad habit, and you can stop it. Absolutely. Think of all the habits you've had to break in your life. This habit is actually a less difficult one to break, because eating when you're not hungry is actually going against your body, and your body is going to be very happy to work with you to break this by rewarding you with wonderful, happy sensations of food, like when you actually are hungry, that, oh, this is so good, this is so good. Then when you're gone, I'm just bored, I just want to eat. Well, no, remember, your body's going to reward you so totally if you just wait for hunger. And then also in this circumstance, I do like to talk about kind of a more brain thing where you go, okay, I'm bored and I'm going to eat. Okay, well, how long is that going to take? Not very long. I mean, you can get a whole lot of calories down in under 3 minutes. I mean, I know I can. I am a fast eater. So just say to yourself, okay, I'm bored, I want to eat, but I'm still going to be bored because that'll be 5 minutes later. So, but if you're someone who likes food in preparation and all that stuff, okay, so you're bored, well then make yourself something amazing for when hunger actually comes. And then you're all set and you have something delightful to eat. So it's not that you shouldn't pair, boredom and eating, but just switch it to boredom and preparing food for eating for when hunger comes. Just keep that connection. And remember to spin a positive light on this, You're bored, you have nothing to do. Well, hey, lucky you, because, that means you get to do something you really like. You get to pick it out for yourself. You get to make something great or relax or do whatever. And so that's a great thing to actually have some time on your hands and then use that to take care of yourself. And it's not taking care of yourself to shove food down when you're not hungry. That's not taking care of yourself. Taking care of yourself is maybe going to the store and preparing food or getting everything you like all ready to go in your cabinets for the next week or however you do your food prep, okay? So just try it again. Food and boredom, you can spin it in a way that food and boredom go very well together because you can, again, get yourself ready for the week or whatever later on that day or have a dinner party or whatever, all the good things that are about food. Okay, so question 3. Yes, so I've taken this eat whatever you want thing when you are hungry, even if hungry means you just crave a little something, to be eat whatever you want whenever you feel like eating. Okay, so she says she ate Chinese food all day and I'm not sure I was actually ever hungry. I just wanted to eat. Am I doing it right? I never felt stuffed, but I definitely went past neutral. So she's answered her own question, because if you go past neutral, you're not doing it right. Because neutral, or I should say neutral is sometimes a tricky word. For me, neutral just means hunger is gone. I'm not hungry at all, and I don't have that full feeling. Neutral is a good place to be. Like you want to ride the neutral wave. Like you're chugging along in neutral, you get hungry, you eat, and you bring it down to neutral. You don't bring it down to, that's your body. You know that Thanksgiving feeling of, that's awful. You don't want that. That's terrible. That feels awful. What you want is, here you are, just going on your life. There's nothing going on here. You don't feel hunger, you don't feel full. Oh, and then hunger comes. And then you bring it down to neutral. And the thought here is, it's great. Everything's calmed down. I feel great. And guess what? As soon as hunger goes up again and you feel like it's time to eat, you get to eat. Versus here and eating so much that you feel bad. And then that just messes you up so completely. Just resist that urge to overeat by telling yourself, whenever I'm hungry, I can eat. That's the big reward. So, right, eating Chinese food or any food just all day long, that sounds to me absolutely not like a healthy thin mentality, because there's no way, unless you're an Olympic athlete swimming miles and miles a day or something, there's no way your body's craving that much food, okay? Right? Probably not. I think, she knows that. She's asking for help on how not to do this. I get it. So again, but she's saying she never felt stuffed. Okay. Stuffed is so beyond what you want to feel. You just want to be eating in a way that is joyful. So sitting around just randomly eating Chinese food all day or any food, that's not joyful. That doesn't sound joyful to me. That sounds very, okay, whatever, I'll just sit around and eat this. And that's not taking care of yourself. That's not feeling good about food. And with a healthy thin mentality, our goal here is to enjoy one of the best things in life, which is food and eating. It is a beautiful part of life. So that doesn't sound beautiful. That doesn't sound delightful at all. That sounds guilt-ridden, and that sounds like, oh, God, I don't know. That sounds terrible. So no, just say to yourself, there's some amazing food that I have left over in my refrigerator, and it's Chinese food. And when I'm hungry, I am going to heat that up or however, and I'm just going to enjoy that fully with hunger as my sauce. Hunger is the best sauce. And then instead of feeling like, well, I just sat around and ate Chinese food all day, maybe she just kind of picked at it, and by the end of the day it was gone, so she never felt stuffed. But that's not getting the joy from food. That's just kind of eating, like, a little hungry, that's not good. You want to get some hunger going and then satisfy. Don't just get a little bump of hunger. That's not good enough for you. Get some hunger. Look forward to it. Go, yes, okay, I'm really getting hungry. I love that. You will love that too. You say to yourself, oh, I'm so excited. Like, seriously, right now for me, as I'm even talking about food, I'm hungry. I'm like, when I finish this video, I'm going to go eat something. And that's a really fabulous thing. It's a good thing to look forward to. It's great. But if I just randomly before I don't know, hour or two ago when I wasn't really hungry, if I just ate something because, I don't know, I'm home and I'm bored or whatever, that's not fun. That's not good. Get your hunger going and then satisfy it fabulously, okay? And yes, your beautiful, fantastic body will 100% crave good food that is good for you, nutrient dense food, as well as some things that aren't. But most of the time, I promise you, as you get into this and your body starts to trust you again, you will say, and you can look at the private Facebook group and see posts like this, I was out and I could have had anything and I really wanted this healthy, this or that. And then I didn't even finish it all because I realized I'd had enough. Yes, this is not miracles. This is the way it's supposed to be. So, hey, if this message is resonating with you, please like, share, subscribe. Even if you're in our private group, subscribe here too because it helps me get the message out. And I will be back soon. And yes, of course you can do this. This is normal, natural, wonderful eating. And hey, if I can do it after 25 years as a dieter, yeah, you can too, okay? Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon.